Hi, this is Alan Holman. I'm the curator at the Hampton History Museum. Welcome to our 20th Century Gallery. I want to talk to you a little bit today about the National Advisory Committee on Aeronautics, what we now call NASA, and how it came to Hampton. The committee was formed in 1915 to investigate why the United States had fallen so outrageously behind the European powers in aviation technology, given that we had the Wright brothers and they invented the whole thing. Well, it turns out that the Wright brothers also wanted to get paid for having invented it, and they sued everyone. So while we were in court, a nasty little thing called World War I broke out in Europe, and they didn't care if the Wright brothers were suing or not. So they continued to move ahead at great leaps in advancing the technology of aeronautics while we were busy tanking around in court. So 1915, we find ourselves behind all of the powers in the world. We create this committee to figure out why. They determined why, just as we discussed, and they developed a plan to develop and site a research laboratory somewhere in the United States to catch up. One of the sites proposed was in Hampton, Virginia, where three underutilized plantations were essentially laying fallow, and some remarkable men who were insightful businessmen and community leaders saw that this was an opportunity to bring a whole new industry to Hampton. They bought up the properties, made a proposal to the federal government, and the proposal was accepted, and NASA Langley Memorial, or not NASA, Langley Memorial Aeronautics Laboratory was born here in Hampton. This was in 1917, just 2 years later. Langley Field, which was the Army Air Corps' flying field, was also built here. So we had the center of the aeronautical research world, at least as it pertained to the United States, moved to Hampton in the winter of 1917, and here it remained until really we began to move out to the rest of the country in World War II.